Anyways, Craig Mack, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Craig Mack. Starting
off. I'ma always pay respect.
Right.
Great artist.
Right.
Diddy did fuck him over. But
it is, you know what, how somebody described it that I didn't realize the effect. Flavor in your ear, my fault. Like set the tone, like kind of set the stage in terms of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes was on the remix. Biggie, of course. I think that was one of Biggie's first verses.
Right.
Busta Rhymes, that was Busta Rhymes' introduction, like to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like what they said was that Craig Mack lit the flame.
Right.
And I was like, that's such a good analogy or such a good comparison. But like I was saying before, Craig Mack is the perfect example of you got to give people their flowers when they're still alive. Because Craig Mack has been here all these years. Nobody been talking about Craig Mack since that G-Dep remix in 2002.
Right.
It's 2018 and y'all just now talking about Craig. You know what I'm saying? He could have at least had any type of like tribute that was on BET or anything like that. He could have been included in at least one by now.
We've had a lot.
You know what I'm saying? He's never been in one, and now he passed away, and everybody's all rest in peace, rest in peace. He was a legend. He was great. Then none of y'all told that nigga that when he was alive. None of y'all told that nigga that when he was in Walterboro, South Carolina, looking dusty and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Needing. Like, this nigga was poor. I went to high school in Walterboro. Walterboro is a very small city in South Carolina. Walterboro is like, it's smaller than Concord. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've driven through Walterboro.
It's right off of 95. So he wasn't then like you said. Diddy fucked him over. Absolutely, you know that's what Diddy do. Diddy get them coins, and you got to keep it moving. Once Biggie died, that was it. Right. You know, but you got to give people their flowers while they still alive, man. Because none of that shit matter now. We talking about how he a legend and all that. Nigga can't even hear it.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why you got to be leery. I'm side eyeing a lot of these tributes. Like, where was y'all at when he was alive?
Right.
Like, and Eric Sermon did make a statement that. And a couple of his friends saying that he knew his death was inevitable because he could only use 25% of his heart.
Yeah, that he died of heart failure. Like, I didn't know that he had medical issues.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that? Like, or health issues. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was probably real sick when you saw him. He was probably like real fucking sick.
Right.
Like dying. But yeah, so rest in peace. But before his death, he was allegedly in a cult.
All right, so thank you. I was waiting on you to bring it up because we got Loving My Swag tuned in on IG, and she says people always want to throw shade on others. Motherfuckers talking about that man was in a cult. I'll find out who said that bullshit. They need to go ahead and let that man rest in heaven. She doesn't believe that BS. People need a life for real, so she don't believe it. Hey, Shireen.
Yeah. Okay. I can't say if I believe it or not because this, what is it called? The
something ministry. What was
Overcomers Ministry. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if they're a cult, so I'll just call them a religious group. Whatever he was involved in before his death. He was definitely involved in something with the Ralph Gordon Stare, who's like the prophet over it. And pretty much this group is just waiting on the second coming of Jesus, which, I mean...
Ain't that what all Christians doing?
I mean, that's what church is. Aren't people in the church waiting for Jesus to come back?
Yeah, Jesus, and he is coming. He is coming. Amen.
All right.
Amen. Okay.
All right, sister. Well, anyway, so this is what this group was. Now, Ralph Gordon Stare is actually currently out on bond for some type of molestation charge. What it was is he was on air, and there was this young girl who came up to the little pulpit. And he pretty much cupped her breast, like cupped it. He was like, "Well, I might as well touch it and make sure nobody else is touching it. Like this is private property, all on national TV." So his ass got locked up and brought up on charges on that. Anyways,
when was that?
This was at the Overcomer Ministry Church.
When?
Oh, this was. I'm not sure when this was, but yeah, he's currently out on bail for molestation charges for cuffing it. Yeah. So whether or not he was...
It be your own church people.
Right.
It be your own pastor.
May he rest in peace, but regardless of not what he was doing before his death, you know, he did have a heart failure.
Right.
Only being able to use 25% of your heart.
Like all the money that he made.
That's a horrible way